Most event owners are doing marketing backwards. After 15 years in live event marketing, I get why so many organizers default to blasting awareness campaigns all the way through to show day. It feels like the safest bet when there's so much riding on ticket sales. But I've also seen too many teams work incredibly hard only to watch their cost per ticket rise while their audience size stays the same. One shift that consistently makes a difference is aligning your marketing with the natural phases of your event. So, starting broad during the announcement phase and then narrowing your focus with retargeting as the date approaches. So, let me show you what that looks like. First up is your announcement. This is when your date goes live on your site and socials. You might not even have your lineup confirmed yet, and that's fine. Your main goal here is to start building your wait list. You're asking people to raise their hand and say, I want in. Now, your wait list can be email only or credit card backed. Personally, I love a credit card backed wait list, mostly because it's more than just an RSVP. It's telling you what people are willing to spend, what ticket types they want, how many they want, and depending on the platform, will even allow the fan to give you permission to charge their card once presale opens. So that's early revenue. All of that gives you a peek into demand before you go live. So you can test pricing, adjust your inventory, and avoid all of the guesswork before the big time, which is presale. Now, with presale, most folks use this to reward their VIPs or waitlisters with early access, and that's great. But there's actually a bigger goal during this phase, and that's to test everything, test quickly. So, for example, let's say your single day GA waitlist sells out or reaches RSVP capacity, but your multi-day passes didn't move as fast. Cool. Split a few of those allocations into single day tickets and offer them up to your waitlist. See who bites. There are other things, you can test here too. You could try bundling merch with early purchase or offer better or discounted parking with earlier commitment. But the goal here is to test whatever drives early conversion. Think of presale as your lab. You're experimenting now so you can be smarter when it's time for on sale. Now, on sale, arguably your biggest window. The job at the start of your on sale period is to double down on everything that worked during the pre-sale. And then once that's nailed, expand your reach. So turn your high performing pre-sale promos and evergreen content, and then gamify discovery. And don't hesitate to activate your artists, your local community, your sponsors, your partners to amplify your initial reach. A special word for festivals, this should go without saying, don't underestimate the power of your lineup drop. Whether it's released during or just after on sale, this is a huge moment to re-energize your base. Resend to your wait list, retarget fans who browsed but didn't buy, and make sure your top artists have content ready to share. And this moment's really great to test new creative. So you might have obviously the lineup drop, which is new creative, but artist specific lineup drops or like single artist creative. But you want to combine new creative and lean into urgency, especially if tiered pricing's in play, to really see success during the lineup drop period. Now, once your on sale campaigns are in motion, it's time to shift the focus to fans who've already committed and bought a ticket. And that's actually where a lot of event organizers go quiet, but it's a really critical window. Your most effective marketing teams are going to keep the momentum of the event going with thoughtful merch offers, helpful event tips, and more ways for fans to connect more deeply with your artists and your partners and your sponsors and really just the broader community. And the idea behind that is when you keep the energy high after purchase, you're not just filling time, although your social team will be happy that they have content. You're deepening that fan loyalty, again, not just in your brand, but with your partners and your artists and your sponsors. And with that deepened loyalty, you get new revenue, again, not just for your brand, but for your ecosystem of support. And together, those two things, that fan loyalty, that new revenue, it builds a kind of excitement that spreads organically. So it's just a way to like make your efforts have more legs. So once you've got sort of your nurture paths like sorted and figured out, it is all steam ahead to week of. So week of is the final push, especially if you are an event that is walk up heavy. Leading up to the week of, if you have any paid media running, you want to start to shift your awareness spend again toward those retargeting campaigns. So you're looking at folks who saw your ad, maybe clicked, haven't bought yet. And so you just want to shift your ratio of spend heavier toward retargeting. Now, that's not to say that we're neglecting organic discovery, but you're going to focus on local media here. Local media is clutch week of because it's going to capture the folks who are just looking for something fun to do that weekend or that night in their city. So lean on local media to drive last minute buzz and sales. Now, day of is content gold. Like your team absolutely should be in capture mode, but do not stop there. Give your fans tools and spaces to create and share the excitement of the event as well. Whether that's just like a branded event hashtag or surprise and delight moments throughout your venue or the festival grounds or whatever event space you're working in that are photo opportunities for your fans to share. A little prep goes a long way in giving you tons of user-generated content that can be used to drive last-minute ticket sales, but also to promote next year or next week or next season next event. So again, your social team will love you. Now, post-show is when most folks pack it in, and we get it. You are tired. You've been slinging sandbags. It has been late nights, early mornings. The team is tired, but it's actually prime time to launch early bird sales for next year. People are still buzzing with the excitement of the event. They're still sharing photos. They're still talking about it on social media. They're still hyped. So tap into that hype and reward their commitment for this year by giving them access to next year or next week or next weekend, whatever your event schedule is. So there you have it, a high-level overview of the live event marketing lifecycle. We know it can be a lot to manage, so we put together a free cheat sheet to help you keep track of all the phases. If you want to get your hands on that, just shoot us a DM or comment guide below, and we'll send it your way. And heads up, that this is just the start. Over the next few weeks, we're going phase by phase through the live event lifecycle. We're going to spotlight wins across concert touring, festivals, and comedy. And for each phase, we'll break down the goals and KPIs, the tactics, and the tools and systems that event organizers utilize to see that success, all so that you can plug them right into your own stack. So stay tuned.